Hey, what's going on, guys? This is going to be a part of a three-part video which shows you how to beat the different bosses that have just been introduced to Anime Fighting Simulator. So one is Gleam Eyes, two is going to be Akaza, and three is going to be Overlord. All of them being added in separate areas, Overlord being in the Chapter 2 part of the storyline, Akaza being a Dimension 5 boss, and Gleam Eyes being the new Ice Dungeon. So these are going to be for 1, 2, and 3. So the first video is going to be Gleam Eyes, the second one's going to be Akaza, and the third one's going to be Overlord. So if you guys want to see how to beat these bosses, make sure you guys check the description. I'll have them ordered, and make sure you check them out to give you the most help you can. Okay, just a quick thing before I get into these tutorials. I'm actually sick at the time of making these videos, so if you guys hear any mutes, I'm sorry about that. And my internet has been quite laggy, so I was glitching around in a few of the runs. But if you follow the tutorials, you shouldn't really have any problem. Alright, enjoy the videos. Okay, so to start this off, I'm going to be doing Gleam Eyes in this video, which is going to be over here in this ice dungeon. So the way this dungeon works is at the start, there's going to be a bunch of mobs you have to kill before you actually get to fight Gleam Eyes, which is the end boss. So as you've seen, is most of the time when people fight bosses, they use Marco. The reason for that being is he gives a lot of health regenerate, and currently of the making this video, you can actually get him from the fighting pass. I'm pretty sure he's towards the end. Yeah, I just passed him there. Okay, so to beat the first part of this dungeon, what you're going to need is a bunch of abilities that will suspend you in the air. So ones that will keep you in the air during animation and lock you there, because in these dungeons you can't actually fly, so you just need to rely on staying in the air so the enemies can't hit you. So what I use is the setup for Marco is this fire cloak, and I also use pyrokinetic power. I'll show you which one it is now, because this ability here on pyrokinesis has a nuclear fallout ability, which will hit every mob below you in that area. It actually does a lot of damage to all the mobs. So if you guys want to know what sort of skills I use, I'll do a quick rundown, and you can also see in the middle of the video. So I use most of the shurikens, the tail bombs. I also use Horrid Sun, Explosion is another great one, and one in durability is Energy Burst and Fallen Down. Actually, Fallen Down doesn't actually work. Forget about that. So Energy Burst and the other ones I said. So if you guys are watching the video and watch on the right side, you should be able to see which abilities I'm using based on the icons, and you can search them up yourself. So let's start the dungeon. First will be a 10-second countdown, so wait. Once you're in, you should have a really high jump power, which is the best thing to be able to beat most of these dungeons. So how to start it off is to basically just run in. So I'll actually make an example of the attack I'm going to be using with the pyrokinetic power. You can actually get this from, I think it's Shinra in Dimension 1 and all the other dimensions that sell the shops. It's a lowest chance to get, so it's not really too hard. So the attack I'm going to be using is the sea attack. It's that one. It does a lot of damage to mobs, and it's really easy to be able to kill them. So what you need to do is gather them all up, jump, and then suspend yourself in the air while using your abilities. It should kill them quite easy. As you've seen, those ones are already dead. And they did too. So once you've finished doing that area, you just drop down, go to the next area. Gather them all up again. And repeat. So in this part, I'm gonna put a bit of music over it, so until I get to the end of the boss, and I can explain the rest of it. So just watch the video, keep close attention, and you should pass it really easy. Okay, back in now, we should be able to beat all these mobs. And Gleam Eyes should spawn now. So what I use for this is the demon art that you get from Akaza. And for this boss, you can actually stand here, right in the middle, and spam as many attacks as you can. Because for some reason, when Gleam Eyes does circles, he won't damage you, and you can actually tank most of the damage. So if you followed what I said during the start, it shouldn't matter if you die because you still have your 3 lives you started with. Okay, so now I'm dead. So that's basically 1 life. I'm not sure why I didn't lose a life. Let's pretend that didn't happen. Okay. So once you go back in, just equip your Marco, your cloak, and go back to killing me again. So the reason Marco is so good is because he can heal you during boss fights. Sometimes it doesn't work, I've noticed, as you've seen there, where I actually didn't get any health back. Again, just repeat. I have no idea why I'm not losing lives, but oh well. And Gleam Eyes is now dead. You earn 2 tickets from killing Gleam Eyes, a decent amount of Chikara, and Yen is based on how much you actually earn from your multipliers. So yeah, this will be the video of killing Gleam Eyes, so make sure you guys check out my other 2 bosses if you want further tutorials on how to kill them. Peace.